Ooh. CDPR says Cyberpunk 2077 on Switch 2 is the best way to experience the game on the go. Bro, I don't doubt it. I'm fucking excited for that. Borderlands 4. Okay, y'all. Okay, I don't think I'm in the minority here, but like I kind of don't care about Borderlands 4 coming out. Like I kind of don't care. And I feel bad, but like once you've played Borderlands, you kind of get the gist of it. And like the story isn't enough for me to care. You know? Tiny Tina's Wonderlands was fun because that was like a little different twist and the story wasn't as like serious, but I played Borderlands 2 and I never finished it either, Stonian. Like I played through it and I was like, okay, I get it. At that point, like I think the looting part of it just gets to be too much because I'm like, oh, I get attached to this weapon, but now I have to swap it over. I have to swap. And I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't really connect with me at that point, you know? Okay. I saw there was something that I wanted to talk about. Oh, yes, this. Okay, great. Sorry, I'm also looking at stuff. Give me one check. Okay, this is going to be really funny to cover. Okay. You're not into looter shooters? Yeah. Maple's Story? No. What? Unless 4 is incredible. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Errol, yeah, I don't know, man. That's tough. Okay, sorry. There was something that I wanted to cover and I can't find it right now. Dude, are y'all excited for like the Star Wars month? May is like the Star Wars month. Like Fortnite is having a whole season around it and I'm kind of excited. Yeah, I think it'll be really fun. Let's see. Oh, there were Battlefield 6 gameplay leaks. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. There was something. Where the fuck is it? Wait, is Until Dawn out? Like the movie? No, it's not. Is it actually out right now? Okay, hold on. Until Dawn movie ratings. 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, 6.1 out of 10. Yeah. Hoover chat. I know, dude. That's probably them with the fucking protesters. Oh, they did mark off. Oh, if I didn't dox myself, I would show y'all what it looks like outside. But hell yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Here's the one thing, but that's the nice thing about living in downtown is that you know people will always be there to back you up in whatever cause you're protesting and like protesting for, which is great. So yeah, this is what the fuck are you guys doing? It's malpractice to not release the movie in October. That's okay, but it's such a shitty movie concept. So I played on Sunday. I played through the entire game, the remake, with my friend who had never played it before. And it was really funny because like I originally gave it to him to play and then he was like, no, it's too stressful. So I ended up playing it. But the story is so fucking good, dude. It's like so good on its own. I don't understand why they decided to try this new concept with like the whole Happy Death Day sort of mechanic where they keep reliving the day. I don't understand why they went for that. Yeah, the format of the game works really good as a movie. And like, yeah, no, okay. I could see them being flipped back and forth, right? Like they could have totally done that. I don't understand it. Hi, Mike. Yeah, it's really dumb. It's really dumb. So yeah. It's not even like the same sort of, it's not the same intro either. Like, so what I do like about the remake is that it gives way more context to the missing girls and why we should care, which is really good. So if you have not played the remake, I highly recommend it. I don't know if it's worth like the $50 or whatever the fuck it was, but I paid for it. It's actually really frustrating that the original, which is $20, it's tied to having a PlayStation Plus account, which is really fucking annoying. So I couldn't buy that. Whatever, it's fine. The remake was really good, but also some of the like movement was really out of date and shit. Like some of it didn't feel remade. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's see. Okay, so the Titanfall thing, I see something. GameSpot reports Titanfall game reportedly canceled at Respawn amid wider EA shakeup. In the latest blow to the video game labor community, EA has confirmed layoffs at Apex Legends developer Respawn and their cancellation of 2 incubation projects at the studio. About 100 people at Respawn have been affected by the changes. A report from Bloomberg said a Titanfall extraction shooter, was said to be in early development, was one of the canceled incubation projects. Honestly, that's fine. I think that was a smart move. Extraction shooter would not have done well. And that's saying Titanfall extraction shooter just means that it's set in the universe of Titanfall, not that it is Titanfall. So Titanfall is like the SEO term that people look for, right? So, you know, that's like how Apex is a Titanfall battle royale. All right. More widely, EA is making cuts that affect many people. Reporter Jeff Grubb of GameSpot, sister site Giant Bomb, said. Bloomberg said between 300 and 400 people in total are losing their jobs at EA, including the 100 at Respawn. Oh, so it's EA-wide. Fuck. EA Sports FC and Apex Legends underperformed, leading to this latest wave of cuts at EA. GameSpot, Dragon Age the Veilguard might not have performed up to EA's sale expectations, but we understand its performance is not related to the cuts across EA generally. The EA Experiences team was affected as well, along with customer support and marketing roles. Affected staffers were reportedly given a chance to apply for other internal roles prior to parting ways entirely. They still had to apply? They have the job there. Sure. Okay. EA told Bloomberg, as part of our continued focus on our long-term strategic priorities, we've made select changes within our organization that more effectively aligns teams and allocates resources in service of driving future growth. Wait, what is this? Hold up. What is... I'm so confused. Okay. A Skunkworks project from Titanfall veteran Steve Fukuda is not going ahead with Respawn. There is no Titanfall 3. Well, yeah, obviously. This shouldn't come as a surprise, though, as Titanfall 3 was never a sure thing. Yeah, no, it literally was never a thing. Here's the thing. As much as people want a Titanfall 3, it's not going to happen. At least not right now. It's not going to happen. Apex is the flagship thing for them right now. It's been going really well. As much as people like to say, oh, it's a dead game, it still sells. People are still spending money in it, and it's great. Like, here's the thing. And I was talking to the developers. I was talking to Respawn about this, right? Because we work together quite a lot. And the thing is, when I asked them about like, oh, Titanfall 3, they're just like, we would love to do that. But the thing is, there isn't enough, right? Like Titanfall 2 is still there. People can go and play it. They can play the story. They can play the multiplayer. But it's there. And they don't play it. So the numbers aren't really there. And if we do a Titanfall 3, there's no like, that's a wider cut of resources they have to take from their team, which is already fairly small. And then they have to make another game that may not do as well as their ongoing live service game that is doing okay right now. So it's tough. I love Titanfall. And yes, I would love to see Titanfall 3, but I think they're right. And the thing is, like, if Titanfall 3 came out right now, I genuinely don't know how well it would do. It would not be something that people continuously go back to. They would go back to Apex. They go back to Apex. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, Harris. Titanfall 2 multiplayer they suffer from hackers, right? But that's the thing. Like, on top of Apex, they would have to also continuously update Titanfall 3's multiplayer, right? And that's something that I don't think is feasible for that team, especially when EA continuously cuts shit from them, like cuts their resources, cuts their fucking people that work there. So it's just not a good idea to jump and like split the team that way. So I can respect that. But it's very frustrating to me when people are like, oh my God, if EA just did Titanfall 3, they'd fix everything. It would not fix anything. They would lose so much more money. It's so annoying. Like, I wish people could have like critical thinking caps on for like a second. As much as I want this, it's just not going to happen. Okay, EA is said it's offering meaningful support to affected staffers. They are building the next Star Wars Jedi game. Yeah. They just haven't said if it's in the works right now. But they are working on that. Oh my God, last February, EA laid off 670 people in February. Fuck. Jesus, dude. Here's the thing though, Mello. If they rebooted Titanfall, they would still have to, it still suffers from the same problem. They would still have to maintain those servers, and they would still have to allocate a set number of developers to that game, right? Like they can't just have like 5 people working on it. It would be hard. So I get it. It just sucks. It just sucks. If they had proper funding, it'd be great. The CEO gets a bonus each time. They haven't said anything, but you know. He just bought a smaller boat. Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if there was something I wanted to. There was something I wanted to talk about, but I don't see it right now. Okay. I don't know. Okay. So this one, I actually want to cover this. Let me see. I kind of want to share this with y'all because I feel bad just reading this. I don't know if you guys care about. I need it in order for me to show y'all this. I have to window capture it. Give me a sec. Here we go. Okay. Oh fuck! What the hell? Sorry. Give me a sec. Okay. Wait, let's do it this way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this one I wanted to talk about. Nier director Yoko Taro says AI will make all game creators unemployed. He's weighed in on the question of AI in game development, saying that AI is set to make human game devs obsolete within 50 years. He predicted that AI would be used to create narratives that are specially crafted towards each player individually. Yoko Taro, known for his work on the Nier series, spoke on AI as a part of Famitsu Roundtable for the upcoming game, The 100 Line Last Defense Academy, along Jiro Ishii and 2 of the 100 Lines developers. The developers all agree that AI will quickly become mainstream in game development and discussed where that would leave the industry. I think that AI will make all game creators unemployed. In 50 years, game creators may be treated like bards. When asked if AI had the potential to create the kind of fantastical stories that human developers make, the panel generally agreed that it would be able to reach that point. I think that in the near future, we will move from an era where we have to imitate the style of our favorite creators to an era where we can have our favorite scenarios generated. AI will determine the preferences of users and skillfully generate branchings that they would want to read, and the recommendation capabilities will continue to improve. 100 Line director Kazutaka Kodaka added that this kind of AI-driven design would take away from the ability for players to share the same experience of a game, making them less likely to become a worldwide hit. I agree. While this sounds really cool, while this sounds like everyone would get their perfect game, that kind of defeats the point of having a driven set story. And it seems like here's the thing. Yes, this could be a very cool experience, but also it does rob you of the experience of sharing a set story with other people. And I do agree with what Kodaka said. Like, that's kind of the point of gaming as well, is so that you can share the story, talk about it with other people. And yes, this whole branching thing that could fit your story specifically is cool. But like at one point, like you just start to, like everything is just made for you, right? And isn't that kind of fucking boring? Like people think that it would be great having things that they want, right? But it's like, this just seems so fucking boring. It's so boring. Like, I'm so sorry. But that seems really fucking boring. Hold on. Hayao Miyazaki's thoughts on artificial intelligence.
人工知能で動きを学習させた CG を見せてくれるそうです。
これ踊ってるように見えますけど、でこれは早く移動するっていうので学習させたやつなんですね。これ頭を使って移動してるんですけど、基本痛覚とかないし、頭が大事だとかっていう概念がない。だからもう頭をもう普通の足のように使って移動してるっていう。この動きがとにかく気持ち悪いんで、ゾンビゲームの動きに使えるんじゃないかっていう。こういう人工知能を使うと。
That's horrifying.
人間が想像できない気持ち悪い。
Me drunk at 3. I'm trying to get water.
こんなことをやっています。実際には
毎朝この頃会わないけど身体障害の友人がいるんですよ。そのハイタッチするんだけども大変なんです。彼の筋肉がこわばってる手と僕の手でこうハイタッチする。でその彼のことを思い出してね、僕はこれ面白いと思って見ることできないんですよ。これを作る人たちは痛みとかそういうものについてね、何も考えないでやってるでしょ。極めて不愉快ですよね。そんなに気持ち悪いものをやりたいなら勝手にやってればいいだけで、僕はこれを自分たちの仕事をつなげたいとは全然思いません。極めて何か生命に対する侮辱を感じます。
Yep.
これでもほとんど実験なので、
それは分かってます。
そう世の中に
Were you silent or were you silenced?
ということ分かってるつもりですけど、どこへたどり着きたいですか。
まあ人間が描くのと同じように絵を描く機械。
No. You're gonna say that to me as a... I'm shocked he didn't fucking just leave. I'm shocked he didn't just leave that meeting room. Oh my God, that's wild. Well, and him bringing up that thing, like, you're clearly capable of creating this work yourself. You've got fucking working hands. Why would you not? Also, someone had a joke that was really fucking funny. Errol said, yeah, in the near future. It's really good. Hi, Gornzer, what's up? Mello, hello, what's up? Bro should have been born 200 years before. He has to witness all the horrors, man. Okay, dude, does anyone else feel like, okay, I know every generation says this, but like truly, I feel like millennials, like people born in like 1990 to like 2000, I feel like we were born in the sweet spot. Like we got to experience shit before technology really boomed and like internet took over. So we got like we got the before experience, during, and now the after. So it feels like the sweet spot. And now things are going to shit. But you know, like, I don't know. I feel okay about where we are. Where I was born anyways. Yeah, I know. We ate all those avocados and Starbucks coffee, you know? Dude, it is wild though, because like here's the thing. I was talking to my friend who has like a niece and nephew who are like around 10 or so. They grow up on social media and they care so much about how they look and appear for their schoolmates. And I'm like, I am really fucking glad I didn't have to deal with that. Like, yes, I had Facebook, but that was like at the end of, that was like beginning of high school, like freshman year. And I was like, that's kind of the extent of it. Instagram didn't exist, or at least I wasn't on it. And like Twitter, I wasn't on that until way, way fucking later. And, you know, after my fucking brain cell, like my brain cells developed. So I was like, okay, I feel like this is the way to experience it. So, which is why I say that I feel like we're really lucky with the way that we grew up. We were well balanced before we got unleashed on the internet. But now these kids have to grow up caring about how they appear physically in person to people, but also on the internet, which is fucking crazy to me. yeah, like here's the thing. Yeah, Ricky, I agree with that. It's hard. This is why I'm scared to be a parent right now too. Oh yeah, there's a lot of misinformation out there now too, but also the internet makes people really lazy. So here's the thing. When I was going to high school, I would like look up questions, like I would try to find answers for my homework, right? Whenever I would have internet time. And very rarely would they actually have the actual answer, right? Like you would just get advice and you would have to like apply that to your schoolwork. Now you can just fucking put that shit in and there's word for word, bar for bar, the same question, and you can often get the answer right away and not apply any actual work to it. So it's a lot of people now using that to escape it, which is why I believe, hold on, let me double check this because I don't want to misspeak. I believe the amount of people who passed nursing school in the pandemic rose up, but they were not able to actually perform the way that they were supposed to. Was it? Let's see. Like it was something. I forget what it was, but yeah, like they were able to actually go through with it because they were able to. Here's the thing. When I was in college and I was going to school for education, right? Like I was going to do, I was going to be a teacher. It was on that page. Was it actually? Oh shit. Sorry. Which one was it? Was it work readiness? Second or third link. Okay. Oh, here. I see. Yeah, I see it. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so when I went to, when I was going through college and we were doing the teaching courses, I could pick up immediately on the people who were bullshitting, right? Like they clearly hadn't done their reading. They just knew exactly what to say and how to parrot things to come off and pass. And that honestly was a big reason in me like taking a break and ultimately dropping out of college, because I was like, these are the fucking people who I can tell are going to become teachers because they're going to pass, because they're good at bullshitting. And then they're going to end up enabling a bunch of other children. They're not going to be able to provide an actual education. And it was really fucking frustrating seeing that. And I'm like, you've gotten this fucking far because you had to pass another exam. You had to get into like the actual, like degree line, right? So I was like, this is really fucked up. That honestly affected me a lot. And I ended up needing to take a really big break. So it's like, we're in the same fucking class. We're both here to have the same goal, but one person cares and one person fucking doesn't. So it just fucking frustrates me. They became very lax in requirements so they could throw more people into the workforce. Oh, sure. Yeah. Here, let me double check this. Is this the one? Let's see. Oh, this is not what I, oh, this is employment trends. Hold on. I want to know about the graduation. Oh, that was trends in employment. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Sorry, I'm skimming these to see if if this is what I'm looking for. Let me look at the first one. Maybe. Okay, COVID-19. Many found themselves working on the front lines. This is not covering it, actually. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, sorry. Ivan saying, so having younger brothers and young out of high school friends is amazing how the information they are still lazy to actually put in the time to research and learn the shit that's available. Yeah. I feel like, and I hate saying this, I feel like people are gonna call me a boomer or whatever, but like people right now with all the tools that are available have become very lazy. I know someone who fucking uses ChatGPT for everything. Like when my ex-coworker got a dude, this is how bad it was. When my ex-coworker got a kidney stone in the middle of the workday, they had to take him to the hospital, right? But instead of searching Google or calling a doctor or calling 911, he fucking asked ChatGPT what to fucking do on medical advice. No, I'm 100% serious, dude. It's not reliable though, Mello. What do you mean it's not it's not better than Google? It's not reliable. It takes from so many other sources that it can't fucking, like, here's the thing. Also, I hate that I can't turn off the Google AI shit. That's really fucking annoying. You know, the Google AI thing where it like tells you the summary or whatever. Apparently, okay, actually, I did find a way around it. Apparently, if you curse, if you put a fuck or a shit or anything in there in the search, it doesn't do the AI thing, which is really funny. Ooh, no, Errol, are you serious? Fuck. That's so annoying. Hi, RPG, what's up? That's so annoying, dude. It drives me insane. Dude, it's so frustrating. And oh my God, have you guys seen the fucking AI like a doll trend where people portray themselves as a doll in a doll package and it has like the little items that they come with? Every time someone does that, or when they even did the fucking oh my God, they did the Studio Ghibli. They're fucking like turning themselves into Studio Ghibli people. I was like, are you guys? Oh, so now AI is okay. Now AI work is okay, even though the fucking creator was adamantly fucking against it, you're actually going to spit in his face? That's fucked. Like, that is so fucked, dude. That's so fucked up. And like seeing them do the AI like doll trend and they're like, oh, it's so cute, it's quirky. It's like, do you know how much environmental impact you had just trying to generate that shit? Like, do you understand the impact of that? Oh my God, bro. Holy shit. I'm literally hiring an artist to do that doll trend because one, I love her artwork. I think her art style is really cool. And she's the one who did all of my emotes and our, my, what's it called? Logo girl, what's it called? Mascot, right? So, I'm literally hiring her for it and it's so fucking easy. Like, it's so easy, dude. Oh, here. Let me explain to you. Because people don't understand that AI shit, like OpenAI and all that, it actually fucks up our environmental system. Like, people don't know that. No, they didn't. No. Also, do people not realize that like the more you do this shit, the more you're helping deepfakes and shit like just get better, which is so fucked up. Like, there's so many victims of that. Okay, so what is this site? Sorry, give me a sec. Oh my God, fucking ads. Dude, it's actually so funny that GameSpot has the least amount of ads on any gaming news site that I've seen. Like that, you just saw the article. It was so clean. Oh my God, it was so clean it looked wrong. Sorry. Anyways, sorry, I had to say something about that. Okay. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, yeah. So The Guardian reports large language models such as ChatGPT are some of the most energy-guzzling technologies of all time. Research suggests, for instance, that about 700,000 liters of water could have been used to cool the machines that trained GPT-3 at Microsoft's data facilities. It's hardly news that the tech bubble's self-glorification has obscured the uglier sides of this industry, from its proclivity to tax avoidance to its invasion of privacy and exploitation of our attention span. Oh, Jesus Christ. Google's global data center and Meta's ambitious plans for new AI research supercluster RSC. Here, let me show you guys this while we're reading it. Hold on, where to go? Fuck. Further underscore the industry's energy intensive nature, raising concerns that these facilities could significantly increase energy consumption. Oh, hey, Harris, this is about, I don't know if Harris is still here, but, oh yeah, no, there you are. Okay. Recent data from the UK shows that the country's outdated electricity network is holding back affordable housing projects. Okay, yeah. Data centers use water in evaporative cooling systems to keep equipment from overheating. One non-peer-reviewed study led by researchers at UC Riverside estimated that the training GPT-3 in Microsoft's state-of-the-art U.S. data centers could have potentially consumed 700,000 liters of fresh water. The actual number of liters could vary significantly based on when and where exactly ChatGPT-3 was trained. In Searing, Arizona, lots of water would be needed to keep servers from overheating, whereas in Wyoming, a center might use less water. Yeah, because in AI projects, water use effectiveness could be used to guess at its commute capacity. Companies want to keep their water use a secret, said Xiaolei Ren, an associate professor of electrical and computer engineering at UC Riverside. They want to give us as little information as possible. Of course, they didn't. Meta and OpenAI didn't respond to the Guardian's request for comment. Of course they didn't. And they did not provide an on-the-record response. Yeah, dude, I don't think people realize just how much environmental shit you're causing just by asking one thing from ChatGPT. I think they had actually, per query, I think they had actually broken this down. We'll look at MIT. I fucking hate that when you search anything about this, it's Google still fucking forces the goddamn AI search, which is obviously fucking fueling it too. And I feel awful because I'm like, Okay. Yeah. So the computational power required to train generative AI models that often have billions of parameters, such as OpenAI's ChatGPT-4, can demand a staggering amount of electricity, which leads to increased carbon dioxide emissions and pressures on the electrical grid. Furthermore, deploying these models in real-world applications, enabling millions to use generative AI in their daily lives, and then fine-tuning the models to improve their performance draws large amounts of energy long after a model has been developed. Beyond electricity demands, a great deal of water is needed to cool the hardware used for training, deploying, and fine-tuning generative AI models, which can strain municipal water supplies and disrupt local ecosystems. Yeah, when we think about the environmental impact of generative AI, it is not just the electricity you consume when you plug the computer in. There are much broader consequences that go out to a system level and persist based on actions that we take. It's from Elsa A. Olivetti, professor in the Department of Materials Science and Engineering and the lead of decarbonization mission of MIT's new climate project. Oh my God, I forgot Dolly's a thing. Dolly is a thing, dude. Did anyone else forget about that shit? I did. Fuck. Data center is a temperature-controlled building that houses computing infrastructure such as servers, data storage drives, and network equipment. For example, Amazon has more than 100 data centers worldwide, each of which has about 50,000 servers that the company uses to support cloud computing services. While data centers have been around since the 1940s, the rise of generative AI have dramatically increased the pace of data center construction. What is different about generative AI is the power density it requires. Fundamentally, it is just computing, but a generative AI training cluster might consume 7 or 8 times more energy than a typical computing workload. The The power requirements of data centers in North America, scientists have estimated that the power requirement of data centers in North America increased from 2,688 megawatts at the end of 2022 to 5,341 megawatts at the end of 2023 within a fucking year. Partly driven by the demands of generative AI. Globally, the electricity consumption of data centers rose to 460 terawatts in 2022. Oh my God. By 2026, the electricity consumption of data centers is expected to approach 1,050 terawatts, which would bump data centers up to 5th place on the global list between Japan and Russia. Okay. Researchers have estimated that a ChatGPT query consumes about 5 times more electricity than a simple web search. But an everyday user doesn't think too much about that. The ease of use of generative AI interfaces and the lack of information about the environmental impacts of my actions means that I, as a user, don't have much incentive to cut back on my use of generative AI. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people don't fucking know how much damage they're doing by doing one search or by doing like one query, one question to ChatGPT. It seems innocent enough, right? Like, hey, help me write this email or help me proofread this, right? People don't think about that. But every single thing impacts and costs way, way more in resources than you think it does. And it's really frustrating that people don't seem to understand that. Or if they do, they choose to ignore it and don't fucking care, which is especially frustrating. That's especially frustrating. A lot of people just don't give a shit. Yeah, a lot of people don't give a shit. Oh, wait, this is LinkedIn. My bad. I don't want y'all to see my LinkedIn. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's public, but whatever. God, okay. Yeah, so AI systems emit between 130 and 1,500 times less CO2 than the page of text-generated computer. Wait, what? Emit between... Okay, well, AI illustration systems emit between 310 and 2,900 times less CO2e per image than their human counterparts. Hold on. So GPT-3, it's not GPT-4, right? I don't keep up with this shit. Okay, to address the UN Sustainability Development Goals. Okay, hold on, sorry. Since the use of energy for human and AI writing lead to different levels of greenhouse gas emissions. Wait. Oh, okay, this is how they did it. Okay. Okay, ChatGPT 3. Wait, when was this? When did this come out? 2024. Okay, so this was last year. Okay. Scope. To offer 2 data points on the environmental impact of training models, training GPT-3 produces approximately 552 metric tons CO2e. Training Bloom, a model slightly larger and substantially more energy efficient than GPT-3, produces 50.5 metric tons of CO2e. Dude, that just tells you how poorly optimized GPT is. Like, that's actually kind of crazy. It produces 0.382 grams of CO2e per query per question, based on 3.82 metric tons CO2e per day, divided by, oh my God. Dude, I know a lot of people use GPT, but like, to see how many uses per day is that's kind of crazy to me. Fuck. It's disappointing. Anyways, we went on a tangent. My apologies. Fuck AI, basically. Here's the thing. I think AI used as a tool is okay. Like when you do Photoshop and you do the generative AI, right? It's literally just content, what is it, content filling, but it's a little bit more advanced. That's fine. And the thing is here, I don't want people to get, AI is the new SEO term. AI is something that people use all the time, and people use AI to get like, to fearmonger, right? Like when they say, oh, Fortnite uses AI, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's what the fuck, yeah, that's what the bots are. What did you think that was? So there is something that I do want you to be like critically thinking about it. Not everything is the bad AI or whatever, right? Like there are uses to AI, but there are good ways to implement it and bad ways to implement it, if you know what I mean. Like, a lot of the services that transcribe for you, generally, they are with using AI, right? Like, how else will they detect things? But the thing is, it's just the way that it sucks that GPT and DALL-E and all that shit have come up because now people are scared of the term AI. So it sucks that they did decide, of course, but I mean, that's human nature. You know that they're going to fucking use it for bad shit, right? Like, you know they're going to use it for fucking, yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. AI is not going anywhere. Is it going to fully like eradicate the need for human creativity? No, I don't believe so. It's good for assisting. It's good for improving certain things like transcribing, giving you real-time closed captions, which, like, it's so funny because people don't understand that AI has kind of been around. It's just changed quite a bit. It's like, it's advanced, you know? Oh no, me too, Jeffrey, for sure. If you use it instead of like giving proper artists their time, I will fucking judge you. Like, especially with like, you know, you telling me about someone taking someone else's fucking fan art of someone and then plugging that into AI and then making it a super realistic. That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. Like, you are willingly giving this model that person's artistic rendering and their style for free. That's so fucked up. People don't understand that that's what they're doing, right? AI has to generate shit from, they need to get all this. Oh. Sorry, my monitor just flickered. Okay. Like, they have to get their energy, they have to get their creative processes from somewhere, right? So you're helping teach this goddamn model for free. I don't know. Yeah, I'll judge you if you do that. It's fucked. Even something as even when people are like, oh, this is like, yeah, it sucks when you see other people in the industry doing that and you're just like, dude, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Like, come the fuck on. That's why the doll trend really it made me so mad because I was like, you might think this is innocent, but like, you are actively just fucking ripping off people. And also, this is the laziest fucking thing. This is the laziest thing, dude. Anyways, I got a doll thing coming up. The thing, and I think it'll be really cute. I love her style. She's the one who did our emotes. Sorry, I went on a tangent. I apologize. This article I thought was really fucking funny. Also, see what I mean? Like, there's like one fucking ad on this goddamn site. Fucking GameSpot, man, clean. I wish there was a dark mode, but you know. Anyways, yeah. So this headline immediately got me. Palworld developer says Game Pass is great amid Expedition 33 sales cannibalizing. Okay. In the wake of Clear Obscure Expedition 33 launching day one on Game Pass recently, some wondered if the game's 1 million sales figure could have been higher had it not been launched on the subscription service. This is not a new debate, as people have been discussing the economical merits of Game Pass for years. But Expedition 33 and Oblivion Remastered coming to Game Pass recently reignited the chatter. Palworld Communications and publishing boss John Buckley weighed in on social media, writing that Expedition 33 is just the latest game to be unwittingly dragged through online discussions about Game Pass. Buckley says he has more knowledge than most on this topic given Palworld launched day one into Game Pass back in 2024 to great success. I'll just say yes, it is very worth having your game on Game Pass. Yeah, no shit. In a follow-up post, The developer reminded people that he's speaking from the perspective of an independent game developer, so his comments should be understood. That's a typo. So his comments should be should be understood from that context. Buckley said he has no experience in the AAA space and can't speak to what sort of deals are cooked up there. But Buckley said that Palworld developer Pocket Pair has brought 2 games already to Game Pass, Palworld and Craftopia, and the studio is very happy with both. Circana analyst Matt Piscatella says he doesn't see that happening very soon, with Game Pass taking over as the dominant form of game consumption. Piscatella pointed out that spending on video game subscription services in the US experienced growth in 2020 and 2021 due to COVID, and a little bit more at the end of 2024 thanks to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming to Game Pass. But in general, spending on subscription services has been basically flat lately. He says subscriptions are certainly not the future of gaming, although they can continue to be part of it. Okay. Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick said this kind of strategy for big new releases has never made sense and instead represents a lost opportunity for a game sale. Take-Two might consider bringing older titles to Game Pass, like Take-Two did recently by bringing GTA 5 to Game Pass, but for new releases, it doesn't make business sense for Take-Two, Zelnick said. Take-Two has one of the most highly anticipated games of all time, GTA 6, coming up soon, and no one should expect it to come to Game Pass at launch or soon thereafter. Experts believe the game could sell 40 million copies and drive $3 billion in revenue in its first year alone. So it's not hard to understand why Take-Two wouldn't want to put the game into a subscription service out of the gate or ever. Okay. Rebellion recently launched Atomfall into Game Pass on day 1, and it led to Atomfall experiencing the biggest debut for any game in Rebellion's 32-year history. A key thing to know here, however, is that Microsoft paid Rebellion for this, thus mitigating some of the cannibalization risk. Rebellion's own CEO and the company might have lost out on game sales by launching into Game Pass, but on balance, it was the right thing for his company in this particular situation. Even Microsoft itself has admitted games that launch into Game Pass are known to experience decreased game sales. Yes. I mean, I don't think that's something that people are not aware of, right? Like, you'd be dumb if you thought that it didn't cannibalize game sales. But the thing is, you're still working with Microsoft and you get way more players on your platform. Hold on, let's take a look at Game Pass right now. Xbox. Let's take a look at what is available. Oh, you guys can't see the screen. My bad. Give me a minute. Let me show you. I don't think people are not aware of that, right? Like, people, yeah, of course people are fucking aware of that. Give me a sec. Sorry, I gotta change the... Is it this one? Yes. Okay. Give me a sec. I am capturing this for y'all. Where the fuck? Okay. Got it. You guys see it, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so Game Pass, right? Oblivion Remastered. I know a lot of people who would not have played this game unless it was on Game Pass, right? Same with Expedition 33. Dude, the amount of people who didn't even know that Expedition 33 was a game that was releasing is wild to me. There were so many people that I consider like hardcore gamers who did not know that this game was coming out. But then they guess it's not just available on Game Pass, right? Like for PS5 owners, for PC owners, you can get it on anything that you want. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Game Pass library though. Yeah, like obviously this is not the future of gaming. I think that a subscription service is great, but a lot of people really like owning their games. And that's totally fine. This is just a really nice, affordable option that also gets the developers a lot of game time in. A lot of people tried Avowed because it was free on Game Pass and they ended up loving it. It got a lot of bad press, but like, it's actually a really good game and people really enjoyed it. So it's just one of those, same with Atomfall. Like I considered playing it because it's free on Game Pass. I normally would not have touched this game. So yes, you do give up some game sales, but at the end of the day, you still get a lot more people, you get a lot more eyes, which will probably help you fund more projects in the future. And also you do end up getting into a partnership with Microsoft and you get to work out deals with them. Pal World, I totally forgot that they were on Game Pass. That is how I started playing that game. I totally forgot. Yeah, it means you get more of a chance to be considered for Game of the Year and everything as well. Also, it's more approachable. And here, everything's fucking expensive right now, right? Everything's fucking expensive, dude. So any way that lets people experience more games. Like, I just fucking bought Game Pass for 3 months for Ivan, and now he has access to like 3 games he hasn't been able to touch, which is amazing. Like, yes, you don't fucking own the game, but you get to play it and have that experience. It doesn't take away from that. So it's I don't know, it's pretty nice. Oh god, dude, I was just sorry, I was checking a Discord I'm in, and I yo, I forgot that they're doing the IGN Live thing again this year. Sorry, I'm dude, my ADHD is so bad recently. I just got my normal dosage of meds again, so I'm so sorry if I'm like all over the place. I apologize. Anyways, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so. There was another piece of news I wanted to talk about. Did anyone here pre-order a Switch 2? The turn-based games discourse? No. What is that? What are people talking about? That was a good article. Sorry, I have to drink my stupid electrolyte drinks, otherwise I feel fucked up for the rest of the day. It's annoying. You tried? Yeah, I heard it was really hard to get the fucking pre-order. Comparing Expedition 33 with old Final Fantasies. Oh, interesting. I did not see that. Do you know which outlet published it? Or who published it? Talked yourself down from pre-ordering too. Honestly, it's fine. Like, I think that you don't really need the Switch 2 right away. Right? You don't need it. So I get it. I get it though. You do want the new shiny thing. I'm very curious to see how it's going to perform, like how games are going to perform on it. I'm sure it'll be great, but by Eric Van Allen. Okay, let's see. Eric Van Allen. Oops. Oh, I don't know he was with Destructoid. That's cool. Oh, you didn't get 2 Switch 2s. Oh, I thought you were okay. Okay, that having the 2 in your thing doesn't help. So funny. I see this article. Okay. Which I can't believe they only give it a 9 out of 10. Okay. In an interview with RPG site, producer Francois Maurice said Clear Obscure was conceived as a turn-based game from the start and pointed to Final Fantasy VIII, 9, and 10 in that order. Of course, there's also Sekiro Shadows Die Twice? What? Oh, where Clear Obscure Expedition 33's turn-based action takes after both from Software's games on the likes of Mario and Luigi, using quick-time events on attacks, parrying, and dodging on defense. Huh. Okay. The result is a turn-based game that feels very traditional turn-based game when you're inputting attacks and crafting your strategy each turn. Then, like a more action-oriented game when you're doing damage or defending against it. It's a fascinating system that has predictably stirred up discourse. Okay. Naoki Yoshida, while on the media tour for Final Fantasy, was that 16? Talked about why Final Fantasy and RPGs have taken on more action-based mechanics over the years. I'm from a generation that grew up with command and turn-based RPGs. I think I understand how interesting and immersive it can be. On the other hand, for the past decade or so, I've seen quite a number of opinions saying I don't understand the attraction of selecting commands in video games. Same. This opinion is only increasing, particularly with young audiences who do not typically play RPGs. Yeah, that's me. It's easy to see how stalwarts might read Yoshida's comments and hold a grudge and now feel vindicated by Clear Obscure's status as the hottest game on the block. Here is a turn-based RPG inspired by the greats, wearing its inspirations on its sleeve and thriving. Of course, yeah, it's nuanced than that. I don't think Final Fantasy should take this method. It doesn't just work if you plug it and put it into another thing. Final Fantasy's turn-based combat works for it. Same with Persona. I think it very much aids to the game itself. It's just a nice thing. Clear Obscure Expedition 33 is its own kind of turn-based RPG, and that's fine. It's a very unique thing that I think works for that game. So, yeah. Hi, Glitch. What's up? Hi, Hero. You like my shirt? This is from a Seattle coffee brewery. It's called Arrowhead. When I went to PAX West like 2 years ago, I bought it from them because I was like, I like this coffee shop. I've been here several times. May as well support them. So, you lucked into a Walmart stealth drop? Nice. Hell yeah. Dude, Super Switch is such a good name. I do like that, but it's not really a Super Switch. So I guess I kind of understand why they're not implementing that. Oh, man. Ew, why am I getting an email from Slack? Go away. What are we talking about? Oh, we were talking about like all different gaming news. Oh my God, y'all. Rent payment is coming up in 2 days. Ugh. We all wanted Super Nintendo's SNS. Yeah, but I think the name would have to be a really powerful device though. So, don't remind you. I am being a good person and reminding you that rent is due so that you don't miss your payment. The Switch boy? Okay, that sounds like a whole other thing. Let's not. That's a whole other thing. Let's not do that. No. That's a whole other thing.